What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, subscribe, bell icon, get notified when I post new videos because it's all time sensitive. In today's video, we have something super special for you. We have someone well respected in the Cardano NFT community, a community legend himself. Who is that? Vic from The Hidden Order NFTs himself. How you doing, Vic? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice meeting you again, my man. I know you've been working hard. I've been grinding it out on the blockchain.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
I'm doing
what's up.
good.
So that's why I brought you on, bro, because I wanted to
man.
know what you're doing, how the project is going, bro. The funded Project Catalyst
Hell
project that
yeah,
you've been
man.
working on, man.
Hell
Tell us
yeah.
about it.
So I'm trying to bring people from the east and the west together. So the way I do that is the way I thought about it. It's like, why don't we just do fucking art and NFTs and throw out a festival in Japan and fly people over from America to Japan? That's like the biggest thing that's so difficult to do. That's the price of a plane ticket. It's way too much. So if I can solve that, easy. We can do some cross collaboration, bilateral relationships, some kind of grow some relations, and because Cardano was founded in Japan. I think it was released in Japan, and so Japanese people have a huge connection with Cardano because that's where it was originated from in Japan. So we'd love to keep growing that relationship, So essentially, what we're trying to do is bridge the language barriers with art. Throw this awesome festival. The first one we're going to do is virtual because we're still obviously in a pandemic. But you guys are all open and invited. We're trying to do this in May of 2023. Or no, May of 2022 actually, because we were working in the sidelines, kind of doing stuff in the background. So I think we got BuffyBot, Cash from Benjamin Group, and then we got Dukin to kind of just speak on Cardano and NFTs and do kind of like some workshops. And we also got AI Scholar to talk about AI art too. So we're going to be kind of presenting. We're going to be doing it in English, but we'll have Japanese subtitles to kind of and some interpreters to kind of translate it to the Japanese audience as well. So, excuse me, we're going to have pretty much a Zoom conference, a virtual conference, so we can kind of present information not just to Japanese people, but also for people in the West.
Yeah, dude.
That's our goal.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. And maybe can you just tell the audience maybe a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got into CNFTs? I know you're a big music guy. Maybe tell us about that.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So I've been in Japan since 2014. So quite there for such a long time. I was living out in West Tokyo. What really got me started was me jumping into music. So I got into DJing. So I started getting some gigs in some of the larger clubs in downtown Tokyo. And, I got connected with some people up in Circle, which is they do music and they do events. And so they were looking for a venue, and I met some homies. I was like, hey, there's a venue in Nagano, Japan that you guys want to look into. It's a mountaintop. It's called Hakuba Iwate, and pretty much presented this idea to them. And I just coordinated the volunteers and coordinated the logistics for them. And it's like, hey, here you go, guys. Try to fly in. They brought Zoo over for an amazing session. Essentially, he played an amazing set on this cafe on top of a mountain in Nagano, which is essentially this snowy area of Japan. So the Japanese Alps, onsens with the hot baths all around you and just snow everywhere, Have you ever imagine yourself taking a hot bath outside with Japanese snow monkeys and snow falling down? That's where it's at. So
Dude, it feels like a video game or something, man.
It's a video game. It's the way I like to imagine it. It's when you actually go there, it feels like you're in Hitman 2. There's this scene where you got to kill someone at this bathhouse, onsen house up in northern Japan, and to kill someone, you literally just you kick them off the edge of the mountain, but you're surrounded by all this snow, and it's a beautiful environment. It's ridiculous. But you can see that. I don't know. Obviously, we're not gonna kill anyone because we're not playing Hitman 2 real life, but
yeah.
That's a game I think of when I think of that atmosphere, and it's such a beautiful place. So after I did that, I did it again during COVID. We planned a small little shindig, small little private party for my homie Tiger, who is Mr. Gay Japan 2019, and we did a private event up there, and it was in the summertime. It was pretty awesome, legendary. I brought my own equipment. It was very, very basic rig, and we just had a blast, had a good time. And I was like, fuck, what I'd love to do? If I can do this shit again, but for more people. And that started my spiral down to a rabbit hole journey into Cardano and NFTs, because I had a small bag of Cardano. I think I bought it around $1.20. I was like, oh shit, they got NFTs. And so I started selling 30 tickets, one out of one unique art from artists in Japan, Dubai, UK, and those are my tickets. They're actually like fine art pieces. Like there's not like PFPs, just pieces of art, unique one-on-ones. And those are my holders, my first 30 holders. And my goal is to pretty much fund their all expense paid vacation to not go to Japan. Like that's my goal. That is my goal. And so I'm gonna make it happen. And this is just one start, one small step
Yeah,
to
bro.
making that happen.
That's what's
Cardano
crazy
gave
because
me
I
10K
remember,
essentially.
man.
Yeah.
I remember when I first met you, you were talking about this, and man, it was
Yeah.
a big, ambitious dream, bro. And it's just so crazy to see
I
that
know,
now
it's
you're
crazy.
getting funded,
Yeah.
man, by Project Catalyst. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, man? Project Catalyst, because I know you've been talking about Project Catalyst for quite some time.
Yeah.
You're actually funded. So
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So how I got started on that journey is I got my homeboy Dan Mercurius, great guy. He got funded by Project Catalyst. He hit me up and told me, hey, you should look into this. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I met Quasar, which is another guy that's super deep in the Project Catalyst community. So I learned a lot about like how they submitted the proposals and all that stuff. So essentially, what Project Catalyst is in a short, like in a nutshell, it's a forum. There's some categories with some questions, and basically these categories are problems on not just Cardano blockchain, but just problems in general in the blockchain. And pretty much what essentially is Cardano is funding, which they're not affiliated with Cardano, but you know, it's obviously coming from them. But it's probably through some like obviously some more foundations, and IOHG is IOHK or IOHG is funding it, and Project Catalyst essentially has a fund that essentially gives people out money so they can fund their ideas. So you have a great idea, but you don't have the money to fund it. This is an opportunity for you to submit your idea, put it in a very professional, easy to read format, pretty much too long to read format. That's my best way that I went when I decided to strategize for getting the fund. Make it easy to read, simple, and enough for someone to read quickly so they can get your idea and sell them your idea because they're essentially your investors and they're trying to buy into your idea. And then pretty much people will vote with their wallet. So people have to register to vote, and those with more ADA obviously have more power. So essentially, if you have more ADA, you have more votes technically. So this is their experiments, like the way I think about it, and they also talk about it too, of testing out governance on the blockchain, but also essentially giving everyone a chance to vote for projects that they like the best. So it's very democratic, and it's super cool experiment because I don't think anywhere else on the blockchain this is available. I think right now it's centralized, but I think the goal is eventually moving to more decentralized as it gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's a great program. I wasn't expecting to win, but I fucking did it. I'm super excited.
Dude, that's so awesome, man. Well, hey, I'm so happy for you. Real quick, before I let you go, why don't you tell us about CNFTfestival.com? I'm actually looking at the website right now. Yeah. So yeah, tell us about it. I'm on the homepage.
Yes. So what the first part, honestly, this is the first part of what's going to come. We have to build out a website and build out essentially the marketing and build out the initial just bare bones skeleton of from a CNFT festival in Japan. So our goal is Japan meets the West, and so in order for us to do that, we have to present a friendly, easy to read website for the English audience, but also for the Japanese audience as well. So our team is working together to essentially present this information in a very easy to read, and you can tell that it's a very Japanese looking website. It's very different than what you see in American website. Very modern, chic design. It's very Japanese. It's kind of cute, but also kind of indie, kind of like very artistic in a way. Very Japanese. And but the cool thing, it relates to the Japanese audience as well. So that way we can attract the Japanese community, but also introduce the Western community to how we do things in Japan, essentially. And so that was the idea behind the website. And so we're going to be putting our information on there and how we're going to be our next event, which is going to be, I believe, May 7th, which is a virtual event, which will be hosted by, which is the kind of the brand that we're going under for Japan. Obviously sponsored by us, the Hidden Order. But we could have more sponsors that want to jump in as well too. So as we get more sponsors, we'll release those out as well. And so we're going to be doing virtual conferences, virtual Zoom conferences, and Google Meets. I think Google Meets because Japan prefers Google Meets, and you are welcome to join if you're from America. It's going to be late for Americans. It's going to be like 10 p.m. Central Time is usually around the time frame we do it. So it'll be nighttime, but if you're welcome to join, we're going to be doing it in English with Japanese subtitles after we record it. And then that way, we'll also post it on YouTube. That way people can we'll probably post it on my YouTube so people can, get an eye on the content as well. Now, obviously, I got to put my professional hat on, so obviously, no cussing for me. Oh, it's so sad. But it's whatever. I have to present myself now that I'm becoming more openly and I have to be more mature in the way I act, and that's my goal. That's my goal.
That's what's up, bro. Oh yeah. Professional development. What's up? Let's get it. Yeah. Well, hey, is there anything that you want to say to your supporters, your followers, before I let you go?
Yeah.
Cardano's sitting at 90 cents.
It's a fucking steal. It's a steal.
Yeah. What do you have to say?
It's a steal. I gotta say, if you are on the sidelines and you have not invested in cryptocurrency, buying cryptocurrency in this bear market, whatever we are right now, is probably the best decision you'll make in your entire life. And you will thank me later when you have decided to pull the trigger. And another thing too is follow us on Twitter at THHDNORDR, the hidden order, and THHDNORDR.io to find out more information as we update ourselves.
Make sure to link it down below.
Yeah. And additionally, lastly, we are going to be trying to bring more people to Japan. So if you follow us, we've been building this antisocial NFT brand. One of our artists, Seki, who is an anonymous Japanese artist, super amazing, super awesome, great to work with. She designed pretty much my profile pic that's pretty much everywhere. We are trying to grow a PFP profile pic, but the utility behind it is we are going to be funding your trip to Japan. That way we can essentially bring you to these festivals in Japan as we kind of grow and scale it out to be more IRL and more in real life. And this is your chance to get a chance, and I'm going to make it happen. Whether you believe me or not, you don't have to. I'm not trying to sell anything to you, but if you like what I do and like what the work I've been putting in, and you respect it, my bad. Then let's fucking do it, man. I'm excited. I want to make this happen, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen. So if you like that, hopefully we vibe, and feel free to DM me and we can talk more if you have any questions.
That's what's up. And of course, as always, I'll make sure to throw all the links down below so you guys can go support the homie, check out what he's working on. Of course, maybe connect, leave some comments, who knows. But anyway, that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. Homeboy makes YouTube videos too. They're pretty sick. Makes some pretty awesome shorts. You should definitely go check them out. But anyway, you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.